AEW Dynamite kicks off with Jon Moxley vs Rush in Continental Classic action. Here's a look at the standings in the Gold League that these men participate in just for a refresher. Rush goes for Bull's horns, but Moxley fires back with a lariat. He follows up with a Death Rider, but Rush kicks out at 2. Mox immediately gets the Bulldog choke, which after a struggle makes Rush pass out, and the referee calls for the bell and awards Moxley the win. Renee Young is here for an interview with everyone's favourite cripple. It's Roderick Strong, along with the Kingdom. Roderick says that Samoa Joe will get burned by MJF tonight because MJF isn't the good guy he's pretending to be. In a miracle, Roddy stands up from the wheelchair and says he will no longer let it hold him back as Taven throws it off the stage and Roddy walks again. Backstage, Renee Paquette tries to get a word with MJF, but Hangman Page walks by. She asks how he's doing, as it's the first time we've seen Page since Full Gear in the Texas Death match against Swerve Strickland. Hangman concedes that he lost, but promises things aren't over between him and Strickland. Hangman promises that he will never allow Strickland to reach his goals. MJF comes out and the two go back and forth, with Max saying the Texas Death match was a competition to see who could get more STDs in a great line. Hangman accuses MJF of being the devil, which angers Max, but Samoa Joe shows up to get between them. He tells Hangman that MJF is his and admonishes MJF for antagonising Hangman. Next match is Mark Briscoe vs Swerve Strickland in Continental Classic action. Strickland hits a Death Valley driver on the apron and follows up with a Swerve stomp to pick up the 3 points. Samoa Joe is here for tag team action. It's Joe and MJF against 2 of the Devil's masked men, or so we think. The masked men surround Joe while the lights flicker. Eventually though, the lights go out and when they come back on, the masked men are gone. The Devil comes up in the screen, but we cut backstage where MJF has been laid out by a glass bottle. Looks like it was real glass too. Cry me a river. Joe sprints backstage to tend to MJF, fearing that if MJF gets too hurt, their championship match at World's End could be jeopardised. It's the Battle of the Jays. It's Jay Lethal against Switchblade Jay White in the last Continental Classic match of the night. White looks for a Blade Runner, but Lethal rolls him up. White rolls through and gets the sneaky, clumsy win for all 3 points. Main event time. It's Adam Copeland challenging Christian Cage for the TNT Championship in their home country of Canada. Christian goes for the spear, but Edge rebounds off the corner and hits the Impaler DDT, but Christian kicks out. Edge goes for a spear, but Christian leapfrogs and hits the kill switch, but Copeland kicks out. Christian looks for the spear, but Copeland gets out the way, inadvertently knocking the referee. Christian sees the hurt referee and low blows him to take him out for good. Christian goes to the outside to get the TNT Championship. He tries to hit Copeland, who ducks as both men try and hit spears, and we get a double down. Shayna Wayne comes out. She gets in the ring and picks up the TNT Championship, but whose side is she on? She makes her choice as she smashes Copeland with the title. This allows Christian to hit the kill switch, but that's not enough for Cage. He stands over Copeland with the title in hand before putting Copeland's head on the title and stomping it, presumably breaking Adam's neck, as Christian promised. Christian gets the pin and the referee wakes up to count it as Christian retains the TNT Championship. We go off the air with Christian standing over Copeland celebrating his big win.